you like being lifted up? How slow we says Amanda G. And she sings. Do you know which bit I'm talking about? I think so. Can we go live? Electro woman and Danica. Woo! Hello everyone watching.
Hi Renee.
Hi Amanda G. How are you today?
Really? Or do you just want that answer? Oh, good, thanks. Or do you want a real answer?
Oh, I want you to tell me the real answer, of course.
Well, it's my second day without coffee. I'm cranky, irritable, sluggish, tired, bit of a headache.
Yes?
Just not feeling good.
Yeah.
Where?
And it's funny you should say that. Because this is, seriously guys, like, Amanda G came over to my house this morning and we happened to be wearing the same, like, white dresses. Not the same dresses, but white. We happen to be wearing white. And we don't discuss what we're going to wear with each other. We just wear whatever we feel at the time, and then we get together and go, oh, you look awesome. Because usually she does look awesome.
So do you.
Thank you. And and today we both found that we're wearing white, and then we were talking about how we felt, and Amanda was sharing with me about how she's like, you know, she's felt off, especially yesterday, like tired, and like what she just described. And she said she's on her second day of coffee detox. And I was like,
Guess what?
guess what? Me too.
Yeah. Crazy.
So we're both like decided to quit coffee without telling each other, and we're both on day 2.
Yeah.
We're both feeling lethargic and irritable and like just plain old vanilla, really.
So what was your sort of reason for deciding to give up coffee? For a few, or detox from coffee?
It's been a feeling that I've had on and off for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because I used to be addicted to drugs and sex and rock and roll.
Yeah, man, I've been there too. How fun was it?
That's great. But I realised that wasn't sustainable for my health, for my life. So I haven't given up rock and roll. And I haven't given up sex, but I've given up drugs.
Drugs and coffee.
And I've given up cigarettes, and I have pretty much, I drink like occasionally, like socially.
Yeah.
But even that, I feel like my body really doesn't want me to do that anymore either. Like I just feel, it doesn't feel like it's in alignment with where I'm heading, with where I want to be in my life.
Yeah.
So that's on its way out too, but coffee has been really like in my face, like quit. And I do love the taste of coffee and the smell of coffee. But what I really don't like is having something outside of me control my decisions.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that, like we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm reading a book at the moment called The Naked Mind, and it's about alcohol specifically.
Yeah.
But it talks about, alcohol isn't a habit, it's actually an addiction, because when does something become an addiction is when it controls you.
Yes.
So when it's actually, like you're talking about coffee, it's actually controlling your decisions.
Yes,
and
it is.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of things can do that.
Yeah.
A lot of different things can do that, coffee, alcohol.
Yeah, because I've noticed the thought is, I just need to have my coffee, and then I can
then I'll be
start.
able to.
Then my thinking process and my
good.
thought process will start
Yeah.
to fire off.
Yeah.
And that's really limiting, because I know that within myself, that's my natural state. My natural state is infinite abundance and creativity.
Yeah.
And so as long as I'm relying on coffee to give me that, I'm not going to be able to access that.
That's right.
For
Actually, I didn't share it with you earlier, but I listened to Dr. Carl Krasminski one.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he talked about coffee, and he said, that hit that you get with coffee, so it brings you up to here. That's actually, without coffee, that would be your natural state. But because you're artificially bringing yourself to there, so you can't actually get there naturally anymore. I haven't explained it very well because I'm not very
that's it.
scientifically minded. But essentially, you're using the coffee to artificially bring you to a state where you can no longer get to by yourself.
Yes.
Because you're
relying on it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a combo of the limiting thought, the limiting belief, as well as the actual the chemistry of what that does to your brain.
Yes.
So I think it's a combo of both.
Yeah, for sure.
So so yeah, my I guess to answer your question is that the reason why I'm giving it up is because I'm choosing to be in complete creative flow in my life, and we're never in complete control, but control over my decisions and my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm working on mastering that. So
yeah, good. Nice.
Yeah, and accessing that natural creative abundance from within me. So
yeah,
I know that coffee's in the way of that. So that's What's your reason?
For me, I guess I've just been feeling a bit sluggish lately, and a bit like I need a bit of a cleanse. I just feel like my energy isn't where it has been and where I want it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not operating in peak performance. So,
yeah.
And I know that's like the two key things, because I eat pretty well most of the time. There's a few ants around.
Ants.
Dead
ants at every picnic.
Dead ant. What was I talking about? Oh, it's good to be
your
laughing.
key performance, your peak performance.
Yeah, okay, so I eat pretty well, but wine, really, and coffee are my two things that, like coffee, I love it. I love everything about it. I'm not going to give it up completely because I love the experience of it, but I know that it would be good to cleanse it out of my body for a week or two. Yes. And wine, I know that it's affecting my life. I just don't want to drink during the week. I just want to be high energy and have a clean vessel. Yes. Clean body. I just want to be clean and be at peak energy, really. It's about energy for me.
Yeah.
Energy and just feeling it, clear-minded, clarity.
Yeah.
All of that.
And is that because you know what that's like? You've been there before.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like a long way from it now. So it's like, okay, you got to do something about it.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm reading that book is because I realise that wine for me is an addiction. Like it is an addiction. I turn to it to unwind. I turn to it as a reward. I turn
Unwind.
I turn to it as a reward. I turn to it for celebration.
Lots of puns today. Look out.
Which is all fine if you can control it, but it's controlling me, and I don't want to be. I want to be the one calling the shots. Yep. So I'm not going to say that I'll give up drinking completely, but I'll choose my occasions.
Yeah.
Be more
so
mindful. You're
choosing instead of the substance choosing when to have it.
And if I drink it every day, then it's choosing. I'm not choosing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I wake up the next day, I'm like, why did I drink last night? Why did I have that glass or two? You know.
Yeah.
So that's telling me, well, that's because it chose. You know, it's out of my control.
Yeah, and then I don't know about you, but like that happens to me. Like I know in that moment I'm choosing to have the thing that I'm trying to quit. And then the next day, like, I beat myself up over it. Yeah. And there's this vicious cycle of, like, self-detriment.
Yeah.
And then you start to feel bad because you're on your own back about not doing what you wanted to do, and also the feeling of, like, having that low energy from the substance or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it's like a cycle, and there's got to be a point where you just go, enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm back in control here, and I'm choosing to feel this way.
Yeah.
And the path to self-mastery is just that. It's about being aware of your choices, your decisions, your thoughts, and your actions, so that you can create the life that you love on your own terms.
Yeah, totally.
Because we are the creators. Did you know that?
We are the creators.
Yeah. We create our own reality through our choices, our actions, our thoughts, our choices, our actions. So
so even though we're on
Kobe.
like day 2 and it feels really crappy, and I remember this, I did it. Actually, one thing I was going to share. It's funny that we both wore white, because I found this last time I did a detox, which was actually September a year and a bit ago. Yeah. And then my brother was getting married, and so my mum and I went to get our nails done. And normally I'd choose really bright, I've got bright, I won't show you my toes, but they're bright orange, bright colours. But I wanted this nude colour, and Mum said, why are you choosing that? And that was all I wanted. Yeah. And it's like, it's amazing how it just affects, everything. Yeah. What your choices are when you're detoxing. So even though we're not the perkiest and a little bit grumpy today. Imagine how we're going to be in a couple of weeks.
Yes, amazing. Yeah. And it's actually your unconscious mind is choosing it's influencing your choosing white or the clear color, the neutral colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like another clue to show you that you know yourself ultimately, like the best for you. That's why when you get those that little voice that says, hey, you've been drinking too much, or you've got to cut back on this or cut back on that, or quit this or quit that, that's your all-knowing, your inner all-knowing self that's guiding you. So it's really important to follow that,
To listen to it.
listen to the small whispers.
Yeah, that's so true.
You don't want to get to the point where you've got the loud shouts where you start to have accidents or you
Get
start to
sick.
have like health issues, because that's the point where you've ignored the whispers
That's so true. Yeah, it's so true.
and you haven't listened to your inner knowing, and you've gone ahead and just done whatever the habits are, whatever the addictions are, and then you've ended up being shouted at by your body.
Yeah.
In a chronic way. So you want to listen to those whispers, people.
Listen to the whispers. It's so true. That's right. You get sick. If you don't listen to the whispers, you get sick.
Yeah.
And,
Or you have an accident, or someone has an accident, or
yeah. Cool. So we have a challenge this week, don't we?
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Yes.
So
What is
it is, I guess after you've watched the show, have a think about what in your life you feel like is controlling you, or things, have you had those little whispers that it would be good if that was no longer in my life, or if I changed the way I, sorry,
The ants are distracting a little
the
bit.
way, that is part of my life. So it could be alcohol, it could be cigarettes, it could be shopping habits even.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just came to me. Like
Gambling,
chocolate,
chocolate.
yeah, ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that you want to, you feel
Porn.
has a bit of control in your life, but that you'd like to change and take steps towards changing. And we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah. If you feel so, share. We'd love to hear from you. Even if if you've been getting like Amanda said, if you've been getting the inspiration to quit something or to change something, do that. But even if you want to just start off with baby steps, like start small.
Yeah. Yes.
And don't go eliminating everything in your life that's no good for you all at once, because you'll get
definitely not.
overwhelmed and then you'll just quit. So you'll quit quitting.
The first step is probably notice the whispers.
Yeah, notice the whispers
Start noticing
first.
the whispers
and
more.
even write them down.
Yes. Yeah, and then you'll see the whispers. There's a whole lot of whispers about the same thing, and you go, okay,
Yeah.
let's start there.
Good idea.
But like Renee said, start gently. Don't start with a whole lot of things, because, just start gently.
Yeah.
We don't need to rush in life. Okay.
So I hope that's been of value to someone. But we thought, what a great idea to do a show on this today, because we're both kind of on the same page, and
Yeah.
we're both exactly on the same page with our little detox of coffee. So we hope you get some value out of this, and we'd love to hear from you. So please remember to share, like and share, and also pop in your comments, your questions, or your topic ideas. Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. And we thank you for watching.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.